Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Sully's Tech Hub. Today I'm going to be making a video about the DJI Mic Mini that you see me wearing on my shirt. I'm going to tap it just a couple times just to make sure it's plugged in properly. Last time I made a video using it and I didn't step away from the camera, so obviously I wasn't 100% certain that I was getting audio from the microphone, but now that I've tapped it a couple times, I'll definitely know if that's it. But anyways, today's all about the DJI Mic Mini, and I'm gonna be running a series of tests regarding the settings and how to use it. I'm gonna try to optimize the sound out of it. I'm currently shooting on the Xiaomi 15 Ultra using the K&F Concepts variable ND filter to get a slower shutter speed. However, after I put my manual settings, it immediately got darker. So perhaps now it's too dark, but just a second ago, the settings were perfect and we may have lost a little bit of warmth in our color as well. So maybe right now we're actually too cool as well. That's one of the things about using a variable ND is you have to use everything on manual mode because otherwise your phone's gonna try to compensate with ISO instead of your shutter speed, and it's gonna kind of ruin the whole point of shooting it. But that's for another video, but I'll look at this in post and see how it looks and make adjustments. But let me get set up and then I'll talk about what we're gonna test today on, again, the DJI Mic Mini that you see here. All right guys, so I just did a preliminary test and listened back to the audio, tapping the microphone, and I am getting audio from the microphone, so it's not the inbuilt microphone. He's shooting basketball, which is really cool because it's gonna give us a chance to see how much background sound it picks up. I'm gonna supercut this video so it's not gonna be really long for you guys, but there's actually a gazebo way over there, or some kind of overhang, whatever you want to say, like an area where you can picnic with your family. I'm going to walk over there. It's about 110 meters or about 115 yards away. I think the microphone actually advertises being able to pick up audio even further away, but I'm going to walk over there and be speaking throughout and just see if the mic is able to transmit and continue to pick it up. So here we go. So we're still talking. I'm walking away right now. I'm waving my hand so you can see that this isn't audio from another day. Waving my hand back at the microphone. Are we picking up any audio from the basketball? Who knows? We'll see. And now I'm crossing the grass. According to how this thing advertises, I want to say that it was saying that it would pick up audio up to 400 feet away, which is, it was either 400 feet or 400 meters. 400 meters is quite the long distance. So if that's true, we should have no problem with this because, like I said, this is only about 110 meters away with my eye calipers. Obviously, I'm guessing. I don't actually know, but we will see how well it picks up. I'm going up the hill. You should be seeing me past this tree right now. We'll see if it picks up. And I could go straight through the grass, but it rained today, so it's actually a bit wet. So we'll see how well it picks up. Police officer just drove by, so you should be seeing that on the video. If you see that white Tahoe driving by, that's the police officer. I'm almost to this little overhang, whatever this is. I don't know what would be the best word for this, gazebo. And I'm about to wave back at the camera. Also, I'm getting a little bit of echo in here because of the top. So it's all sheet metal. So it's a little bit of echoey, and I'm wondering if the microphone is picking up that echo quality. So I'm waving my hands back at the camera, and I'm curious if you guys can see that. And now I'm gonna begin my return. I'm not gonna talk for the return because if it worked on the way out, it's gonna work on the way back. I'll keep the microphone running, obviously, and we will see if it picks up any audio from the basketball. Again, I'm really curious how much background sound it's picking up. There's a little bit of chatter from the birds and stuff like that, so we will see how much it's actually picking up. Who knows? All right, we're almost back to the court. Hopefully we're picking up, or maybe it depends if you want background sound or not, but maybe we're picking up basketball sounds now. Who knows? You should be able to see that in frame. I'm shooting wide, so all of that should be visible to you. Again, waving now, getting closer, waving now, and we're almost back. How did that sound? Let's listen. Okay guys, so now what I'm gonna test is the actual receiver has a dial on it that you can use to adjust your gain. If you're not familiar with gain, well, first of all, if I get this definition wrong, don't get mad at me, but my understanding of gain is that it's basically the audio equivalent of ISO. It increases the microphone's sensitivity, so you may get a less clean sound, you may pick up more sounds you don't want, but it'll increase your audio if you're struggling to hear what you want. I'm gonna test a collection of things like different gain settings, and also, is it better to hold it near the mouth? Is it better to keep it on the shirt? Like, how can you get the best possible audio out of this miniature microphone? That's coming up. So the audio that you're listening to right now is with the gain setting down to -12. Unless I don't understand, one click is 6 down or 6 up. So if you click once one way, it's +6. If you click once the other way, it's -6, right? So right now we're in the -12. I haven't moved the microphone. It's in the same place. I'm just curious how it's gonna sound at -12. We're gonna try a different mic position here in a moment, but first I wanna try +12 with the same position and see how that sounds. So right now, -12, haven't moved the microphone. How does it sound? Okay, so now we're at +12 and there's a car going by. If I'm understanding correctly, this is increasing the microphone's sensitivity. I'm trying to talk at the same tone of voice. I haven't been changing how loud or how softly I'm talking. So now we're at +12 on the gain dial. And again, that car just went by. I'm curious if it picked it up or not. I'm curious how loud I sound, if that is in fact what it's changing. But yeah, we are in that new setting. Haven't moved the microphone. We're still on the shirt. I'm about to test manually holding it, maybe far away, maybe closer, and just see how it sounds in those settings. Okay guys, we are off the shirt and I have moved the gain setting back to 0. So it's not plus, it's not minus, it's right in the middle. It's at the factory setting, which has a red color to indicate its original setting. I'm holding this microphone at what I would think is a normal distance from my face. I'm curious how it sounds right now, but I'm gonna try a couple of others while I'm here in one video. So this is the microphone at a farther distance, not terribly far, maybe about 1.5 feet from my face, or I don't know, what is that in centimeters, like 25, 30 centimeters away, I guess. I don't know. How does that sound? And now I'm gonna hold the microphone what I believe would be too close. I'm still at the 0 gain setting. I'm curious how this sounds really close. We are currently on the 0 gain setting. Okay guys, we are back. I'm holding the microphone at what I believe would be a normal distance. We are currently on gain -12, or that's 2 clicks down on this receiver. I believe this would be a normal distance for holding this microphone, but I don't know. I am gonna keep my camera settings the same and see how well I can color grade this. It is getting a little bit darker, but I wanna see if I can keep a relatively similar picture just by editing. So now I'm gonna try the microphone a little bit too close. Let me know how it sounds if it's too close on -12 gain. I don't know, I think maybe this is like your ASMR setting where you reduce sensitivity, but then you hold it close, or maybe it's the opposite. Somebody let me know how you actually make ASMR videos. And now I'm gonna hold the microphone what I believe to be too far. I would think that this is too far away. Again, this is like maybe 30, 35 centimeters away. I don't know, guys, sorry. Don't use the metric system here. This is about 1.5 to 2 feet away from my face like the last time. I'm getting my measurements all off, but how does it sound? Again, we are on the -12 gain setting. Okay guys, this is the last test for today. I now have the microphone set to +12 on the gain setting, and I'm holding it at what I believe would be a normal distance. It is starting to rain, so I'm curious if any of the rain droplets hitting the ground will be picked up by the camera. I believe that this is making the microphone more sensitive, so maybe that's having an effect. I don't think this microphone is waterproof, so I'm not going to stay out for very long. I'm just going to wrap this up. Now I am using the microphone at what I would believe to be too close to see how much this is going to distort. This is +12 gain setting, and I am too close. Finally, I am holding the microphone what I believe to be too far away. Under normal circumstances, this is about 15 to 20 inches from my face, about 30 centimeters, I think, I don't know. And I am on +12 gain setting. It's really starting to rain now. Are you picking up any of that sound? Let me know how it is. Thank you for joining me today on this video testing out the DJI Mic Mini. I hope you found some value in this video, and if you did, please subscribe. I never ask for subscribers, but I'm really trying to get this channel going. I've made some content about some accessories for the Xiaomi 15 Ultra, including microphones and other things. So if you haven't checked those videos out yet, please go check them out. If you just want to help but you don't want to subscribe, even doing something like leaving a comment really helps. So if you guys can just engage with the video in some sort of way, I would be most appreciative. Thank you all for sticking to the end, and I will catch y'all on the next one.